Hi, I'm Peter Anderson, and I am a principal engineer at MRI Global. For the past 2 years, I've led the mechanical engineering team as well as served as principal investigator on two large biocontainment transport systems for the State Department and for the USDA. And just recently, I have transitioned into a program management role, focusing on our augmented reality training programs. I think growing up, I always knew I was going to be an engineer. Loved building Legos, loved airplanes. And I just didn't quite know exactly what type of engineer I was going to be. But going into college, I chose mechanical engineering just because it allowed me to work in lots of different industries. Right out of college, I worked at Cessna designing aircraft jets. And I quickly realized that it just wasn't fulfilling for me and was lucky enough to get hired on at MRI Global, and 13 years later, I'm still here. One of the things that I find most fulfilling about my job is knowing that MRI Global is going to respond to any world crisis. And one of the programs that I found most fulfilling for myself was working on the containerized biocontainment system for the State Department. This was a system that allows patients that have any sort of infectious disease to be loaded on an aircraft and transported safely without infecting the rest of the aircraft or exposing the crew to the disease. And so that program was actually developed during the Ebola crisis in 2015 in West Africa, but they have actually used it quite extensively during the COVID pandemic. Clients like to use MRI Global for engineering because they know we can create projects that nobody else can. And one of the reasons we do that is because we have blended teams. So we have engineers that work with biologists, that work with chemists. And so it's a very unique place to be in that all of our work is cross-disciplinary. MRI Global Engineering kind of covers a wide variety of products. Anything from small handheld chemical sampler testing on up to the large 20,000 pound containerized biocontainment systems for State Department that operate on C-17s and 747s. We've also started to do a lot of development with augmented reality, specifically using the HoloLens 2 device. And so this allows end users to do training on specific pieces of equipment that they might not have access to. And it really is a force multiplier for our clients.